The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. Trying play action. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that's perfect for this offense. Backed up towards your own end zone, make a play to create space, get some momentum going on this drive. Just what the offense needed to start this thing.
Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. He's piled up 65 yards on the ground in this 1st quarter. That is a terrific start. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Now the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Turns it on down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, we know this guy's a huge weapon catching the football, and David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to pass, it's Murphy. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Buying some time. Trying to find his man in the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has him set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Rebels! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a down. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the shotgun, the inside give. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Higgins. How about the zipness Jr. put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
LSU lining up first and goal. Calls his own number. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. LSU right back to the line. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He rifles one deep down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Looking to throw on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but. Charges of clock malfeasance, downright cheating. Back in the old days, Justin breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They're dealing with a second and long. Might be changing the route. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown, and here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Higgins. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man downfield. He's loose on the right. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Going deep. Makes a grab for a big play. Open spaces. Past the 30. The 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Flushed out of the pocket. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Splits the uprights. Good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Higgins. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure... They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
There's the thing. Not a great run. The offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't...
Turning it on! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Well, you talk about getting out of jail free. They changed that field position in a heartbeat, and now they're ready to roll. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Higgins.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. And it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Northwestern was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Darnell Autry and company delivered in that magical 10-win season of 1995. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the...
There he goes! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He turns that loose down the right side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Good timing on the quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Slings it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
On the run, it's Burks. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, Give on the inside. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Gets the back moving. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it. The offense on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down coming up. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from...